just gonna jump right into it. I'm so sorry. I was really pressed for time. I was not expecting this to be such a huge event. There were so many things to look at, a lot of bat frames related bat things, but oh my gosh. I did purchase one of these cat doll and I thought it was really cool because she was making them like when we were there. She draws on the face, everything is handmade, and I think they're just adorable. And if you could, definitely get one. Her Instagram appears as cat dolls. Here's some jewelry. Like I said, there's a lot to really look at. If you do ever decide to go to these events, the taxidermy stuff flies off the shelves. I would recommend getting the taxidermy stuff first and then possibly look around. But I love all this jewelry here. I did buy some prints from this vendor here. I can't show you all of it because some of them are a little rated R, but I like how they have that vintage twist to it, kind of dark and eerie feeling. And this vendor actually took the photos herself, and I just think it's amazing work. This is Western Evil. This is where I got the robe. Like I said, it is a huge event. Huge. And look at this cute little pirate doggy. Can I pet that dog? And he, sorry, I had to. Haunted Manor. I did get a picture frame from here. That was the velvet Victorian hand with the red backing. Oh, see, there it is. They had a lot of cool stuff. It was giving me like Edgar Allan Poe, Haunted Mansion vibes, and a lot of this stuff. Please keep in mind that a lot of this stuff is handmade. So think about it. It's handmade, okay? It takes time, and that's why they're priced the way they are. But you're not gonna find stuff like this on Amazon or Temu or Shein, like none of that crap. This here was giving me Van Helsing vampire necklaces. The red one especially reminded me of Lucy from Dracula, and these were so gorgeous. Unfortunately, I saw her towards the end of my splurge, so my pockets could not anymore. And I have squeezed everything out of my husband. These tote bags, I do kind of want one, but I don't know if it's kind of like I impulse shop a lot. So I was like, do I want one? Like, really? I don't know. I did not purchase one, but they're very cute, very cutesy. Here's another vendor. Creative artwork. I like the framework. I did want to go back and get prints, but yeah, I didn't have time anymore. Here's some more artwork. A lot of these are, I think, I would say like a good chunk of the Oddities Expo is 90% handmade. Look at this little fairy. Oh my gosh, I really had to. I was like, do I get a fairy or do I go get my rabbit or my duck? It was hard. I really was in love with that one. But here is their info. Give them a follow, check them out. Some more taxidermy, some butterflies, moths. I love how like now they're getting very creative and putting the insect taxidermy stuff in domes, in frames. It just really levels up the artwork and the creativity that a lot of these vendors have. These are all so pretty and they just come in so many sizes. So it's like you can fit one anywhere in like every nook and cranny of your room. I used to have a lot of taxidermy. I don't know what happened to it. This corpse bride one. Oof, this corpse bride one. Dang, yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to save for a whole year next time. But the Beatles, the Beatles. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I don't know. I want some kind of animal. Oh, we purchased that T-Rex statue there because it went in the room right above. I'll show you. But look at this one here. This one was also one of my favorite vendors. I did purchase a little magnet from her, And again, all handmade. You can't compare. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, it's too expensive. You're telling me if you would be putting the time, the effort to do these things, you would be charging cheap? Like, be for real. Be for real. Seriously, be for real. Beetlejuice. Oh, I don't know. Not really, but reminded me of Beetlejuice. So I did not time this event accordingly. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a very small event. And when I got there, I'm like, crap, 2 hours is not enough. So that's why, like, I feel like I could have given you guys a bit more content. But this is where I got my ducky. No, I did not get my duck. This is where I got my bunny. But this guy had like massive table, okay? This is like 60% gone. And I feel like his prices were pretty reasonable. I think I paid like $98 for my bunny. I don't know what this is, but I wanted it. I don't know, but I was already like at the end of my wits. I like this vendor because I think the name was Dead People Stuff, which is essentially funny because someone asked me some time ago, like, aren't you afraid that any of the stuff that you purchase is haunted? Let me tell you something. I cleanse everything when I get home with incense, and I'm sorry that you can hear my annoying Pomeranian in the background. I thought this vinyl was super funny. Special edition inside. I mean, if you really look around, there's some things that are very expensive and inexpensive. You just have to shop. Velvet Apparitions. Oh my gosh. Okay, so listen. She was at the Salem Pioneer Village last year. Apparently, she goes and vents out there when they do their Salem Night Fair. And she also has her little setup at Wondercammer, and she was here. Oh, they were also doing tattoos. I had to have a lot of self control because I wanted to get one so bad. It has been long overdue. Some of these setups for these vendors, they really went all out. So I didn't have a time to really check this one out because I was pressed for time, but they pretty much just had like journals and pens. They also had a like a show going on with like, I think just like entertainment, like someone was shoving like a sword down their throat. I had to really pick and choose. I did really love this vendor because it just reminded me so much of American Horror Story. I did pick out one of those conjoined twins. Okay, damage is done. Went a little crazy, but let's get into it. Super bummed because this is the purse I decided to go with, and the handle busted when we were at the expo, and I had to just carry it in my hand. I got this in Burbank at a store called Pinnet Boutique. They're no longer in business, so I'm a little sad because I love this purse. So this is the outfit. The dress is from Vixen, Micheline Pitt. This is her Beetlejuice dress, but it gives me Victorian vibes. The belt here is from Nocturne in Salem, Massachusetts. I love this belt because you can switch out you can put lace through it or any kind of fabric. So how cute. And I put little butterflies in my hair. Boots, Millie's from Salem. And yeah, we are ready. Hi guys, and welcome back. So I am gonna go over with you my whole entire haul. I went to the Oddities and Curiosities Expo in LA. Now, before I even show you guys this haul, I always miss it. So I had no idea that this expo was a year around. Like, it's a whole tour. They go everywhere. And so it just so happens that LA is the first, which is kind of like a good thing and a bad thing. And let me tell you why. Bad thing, at least for me, is because it's like within that first week of
in January, and I feel like after the holidays it's kind of like money's a little tight. But anyways, this year I was just so eager to go, and I actually really didn't spend that much on Christmas gifts last year because I'm like, I think I should treat myself. I think I want to go to the Oddities Expo. So I'm gonna show you guys everything that I bought. But first of all, I want to show you this beautiful robe. This is probably my favorite purchase from the Oddities. This is from Western Evil. And so here is their card, Western Evil. They are on Instagram. And if you use the code GOTHIC, you get 10% off. You have to check their stuff out. I mean, this was my first time going to the Oddities Expo, and I was just so overwhelmed. I feel like I didn't really prepare enough to expect so many vendors that I just feel like I ran out of time, which is why, like, showing you guys, I feel like it could have been a bit more detailed, but I was pressed for time. But let me show you this gorgeous, gorgeous robe. Like, can I just, like, how, look at the sleeves. Like, it is so cute, and it's long. It's really, really long. I pretty much have been living in this since I purchased it. Look, it just very, I am obsessed. So I like how not only is it sheer, it's black with velvet bats, and then you have the fur along the sleeves, and look at how beautiful and dramatic the sleeves are. And you have the same thing at the bottom. You have more fur at the bottom, and I love this thing. I am obsessed with this. Okay, definitely my favorite piece that I saw, that I purchased. I'm obsessed with it. I really like it. I just feel like, give me my candelabra so I can go haunt the halls. But anyways, okay, yeah, so this is from Western Evil, and yeah, definitely one of my favorite purchases. So I tried to kind of keep all the business cards to like from the people that I purchased from, but like I said, because I was pressed for time, it was a little hard, so just bear with me. So when I was in high school, I used to collect a lot of taxidermy, and then I'm not even gonna go down that. Just know I've always been a weirdo, okay? And this, I have been wanting a little ducky that's a witch, and I was just, listen, the taxidermy there was selling like crazy. Like, honestly, there were some things that were like, whoa, up in price, but I feel like the taxidermy was a pretty good, a fair price, right? So this is Seraphina Hexfeather. She's a witch, and she's sitting on top of her cauldron, and she has her little broom here, her little witch hat, and she's sitting on this little piece of wood, so just to kind of keep her balanced. But yeah, and oh, her little familiar right there, she has a crow. She is gorgeous. Unfortunately, I don't have the business card for this vendor, but oh my gosh, she's adorable. Seraphina Hexfeather. She's cute. I love her. She's so cute. So I think I paid $98 for this, and I will show you where I have her sitting. She just goes so perfect where I have displayed her. So that's item number one. Now, when I tell you that the taxidermy was no joke, there was a guy who, I can't remember. I don't unfortunately have a business card, but hello, this is Josephine. She is very coquette, very domineering, and very pink. And I actually added the little bow right there, but this is Josephine. She is cute. I paid 108 for her. Well worth it. She's sitting on this cute little wooden black piece of wood here, so keeps her balanced. I actually haven't really found a home for her. She's actually sitting next to my bat, which I think I did show you guys. His name is Sir Thomas Barnett, and so she's kind of sharing a table with him. But I do plan on getting a corner shelf to kind of sit her, I don't know yet, sit her somewhere like on top, because it looks a little too cluttered where I have her. But isn't she adorable? This is Josephine. I love her. She is cute. These were selling like crazy. Oh my god. And they had so many outfits for these. It was crazy. I went back. So I was kind of like hesitant, because I'm like, okay, do I want one? I think I've already spent too much. But then my husband's all like, go get it, because I don't want to hear you later. I went back. That she was the last one. 0 bunnies, okay? They were gone. And the guy had a whole table. They were dressed in tutus or clowns, like just I was like, okay, it was meant to be. Josephine is coming home with me. So yeah, she's cute. Very cutesy. She's very cute. So that is, so I got, those are the 2 taxidermy items that I purchased. And this doll here gives me Winchester vibes. So this doll, I believe, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I will post it down below after, but she is adorable, Victorian. I don't know, she just gives me Sarah Winchester vibes. Completely handmade, might I add. Handmade. And I like the shape of her body, because it makes it very easy for her to sit somewhere. So as you can see my bookshelf, so she's kind of just sitting on top, on the corner of a bookshelf. Not this one, the one over there, but I'll show you guys. So she's adorable. I don't think I have named her yet. No, I haven't named her, but everything is handmade. The little hat, I like how she has the roses in the back here, a gray rose, a black rose, some tulle with the glitter, and her little Victorian flower here. The lace, very detailed, and I love how the lace goes long. So when she's sitting, it kind of looks like this, like her dress is just dragging. It's adorable. So yeah, I love her. My husband actually paid for this one. I get very, what do they call it? I am an impulse buyer. There, I said it. I said it, and I'm sorry. I got excited, and I was like kind of eyeing them, and my husband's like, go pick one out. She was 150. She was 150, but you know, handmade. And as in, you know, I used to be a business owner. When it comes to stuff handmade, like, I know people are like, oh, it's too expensive. Okay, yes, but would you be selling these for what, 20 bucks? No, because I can imagine the time that goes into this. And when we actually walked up to her booth, she was in the middle of drawing directly onto the face. Like, everything is just perfectly made. And she's cute. So she can have her hair down, or you can kind of wrap it, very cutesy. But I like to have her hair like this. She looks very grim and fits very perfectly in my room. So I got her, what else, there are some things that I will have to show you that are on the walls. I took a bit longer than I needed after the expo, but yeah, I started school. Break was nice. I started school. So these shoes are adorable. Okay, first of all, you got a free bag with any purchase. Carla Tiedrick. I hope I'm not butchering that, but free bag with purchase, Carla Tiedrick. And on the back, I love how it says I love shoes. Now, if you guys know me, a lot of people think I'm like lying half the time when I tell them that, sorry, my palm just came out from underneath the bed, like if she saw something. So that kind of freaked me out. I only own one pair of shoes, and that's because I need them for school. And I own some Doc Martens, but they're not boots. They're kind of like the ones you slip in. People, I love to dress up. I love to dress up. And when I saw these heels, I just was like, I want them. So can we admire the packaging for a second? I love how it's pink and the sides are striped black and white. Like I love the packaging because I obviously it's been like 2 weeks already, and I just don't even want to take them out of the box. I want to keep the box because I just find that something about the packaging is just very very pretty. And yeah, so I got these heels and they're adorable, and they're leather. So let me show you. Ooh, the box is a bit. How cute are these? Okay, so they're leather, and I think she said that this is pony. Who doesn't love cheetah print? Okay, and red at that. So they're so comfortable. I have yet to wear them because I haven't really gone anywhere. Okay, I'm lying. I haven't worn them. They're brand new. And I like her little logo here. It's a heart with like bones. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of hard, but they're so cute. So, and it gives me really good height. I'm 5 feet. Okay, so these are adorable. I like them. And she just dropped them too. So she had witch boots, but I had to control myself. I had to control myself. I paid $140 for these, worth every penny, but they're so cute. I love them. How cute are these? I would model these for you guys, but the robe is pretty long. Okay, yeah, so check her out on Instagram. Okay, now I'm gonna have to get up and show you guys because I did buy some frames, and there's some things that they're in their home already, so I do have to get up and show you guys that. So this really cute Victorian hand that's like, I like how the backing is red velvet, so that just goes perfectly on this wall. So this is the wall that's closest to my vanity. So hello, my vanity is right here, and it just goes perfectly right there. I hated that empty spot, so the clown was just kind of like at a weird angle, and that just topped it right off. Now this one here, so this is actually a magnet, and that's a tooth, I believe, but I just figured it would look really cute if I place it in the fake plants. And so yeah, and it has glitter. I'm actually thinking that's a flower now, not too sure. Anyways, it's cute, it fits the vibe. Oh, I didn't even show you guys. Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with Frankenstein right now. My sister got me this bookmark, and oh, what do you know? Bat in your belfry? Art by, I cannot see. But anyways, yeah, cute little bookmark. And I put this one actually on my vanity. My sister's so cute. She's like, I know you only read off your Kindle, but I got you something. And I'm like, funny, I still hoard a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of books. Oh, I got some stickers as well. This bat and this hand, this skeleton hand with this ribbon. Super cute. All right, so I'm gonna walk you guys over here because look at this. Oh my God, have you ever seen anything so perfect? This is the Nosferatu. I think this one's from the 70s, the movie. And this vendor, so they collect vintage frames from like estate sales, yard sales, whatever, you name it. And I just knew it had to come home with me. I paid $50 for this. I love it. It fits so perfectly on this wall because that's me. And before anyone gives me crap, that actually is me. Okay, my sister's like, oh, why'd you have AI? I'm like, first of all, I have that dress. Second of all, that's my cross. Third, that's my candelabra. Hello, right there. It's just like I asked, oil painted. So that's me. Face features are the same. But okay, what else is over here that I need to show you guys? I guess you guys are getting a quick little... Can we admire the robe again for a second? So cute. Okay, did I show you guys this picture? Here is a picture here that I also got at the expo. Fits the vibe. I love it. I have so many picture frames in the room. And okay, we're gonna walk over here. Great, I should put the shoes away. This is another item that I purchased. I love American Horror Story. I love anything creepy, anything macabre and beautiful and eerie. And so check it, okay? So I actually have that frame there that I purchased in Salem, Massachusetts. I think it's Emporium 32. I purchased that poster there. And then I got this at the Oddities Expo. Oh my God. Okay. I think I paid, you guys are probably like, girl. Well, I spent I spent my savings. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I pretty much saved up for this event. And this one actually, Asylum Zone. Okay. Adorable. It kind of reminds me of the opening scene. I don't know if you guys have seen American Horror Story Freak Show and the conjoined twins. Oh, okay. Yeah. Adorable. So she does not have a name yet. So I was thinking about Bet and Dot because that's the name of the character from American Horror Story. So yeah. Okay. What other... Oh, let me just show you guys. So this is where Josephine is sitting with Sir Thomas Barnett. This is my bat that I got at didn't get it at the Oddities Expo. I got this at Wonder Camera. So yeah, see what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's too much going on there. So she's just kind of sitting there for now. And Seraphina Hexfeather is over here. Ooh. So she's sitting over here. Adorable with her familiar. Okay, so she sits there. This is, yeah, she goes perfect right there. So I just feel like you guys are also getting a whole tour of the room again. But, you know, there's always something new to look at. Okay, I don't know, but this picture I also got at the Oddities Expo. Trying to show you guys. So it is a lady with holding some candles. Yeah, she's cute. And these are actual models that the guy photographs. And yeah, it just so cute. So she's sitting, she lives on that wall. And I think that's about it. I don't know why it feels like I purchased more, but I guess I didn't. You guys are probably thinking like, what more are you going to purchase? Anyways, yeah. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys. So this is where my doll sits, and she just sits perfectly. Do you see what I mean? I feel like, I mean, I don't know, but maybe their bodies are like that, so they can sit perfectly on a corner shelf. But this is where she lives, and she supervises my bookshelf here. I knew I was missing something. I bought a shirt and I got a scarf. So this is the shirt I got. Oddities and Curiosities Expo. It's, look, I think it's like two conjoined twins, I want to say, is what it's looking like. And strange, unusual, and bizarre. So I did get a t-shirt because obviously, but if you have time or wherever you're located, I would look them up because they do travel to a bunch of places, and it's hard. I for sure overspent, and I'm gonna be eating cup of noodle for till the end of the month. I did also get a scarf. Let me show you guys that. Oh, just wait. I don't feel like pausing it. Just wait. Ooh, ooh. But yeah. Oh, how cute. Okay. I did get this scarf here. I think this is from last year's because last year was purple. And this year the color was green. So I got this for my husband. You're like, you only got one thing, girl, and he got you all that stuff. Have you guys ever seen that meme where it's like, oh, when my husband just spent a lot of money on me and I use my big girl money and buy him a $5 coffee? That's literally how sometimes I feel. I promise I will spoil you when I can. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Check them out. They're on Instagram. A lot of people, it's like a huge major event. Like I said, I had no idea that they travel everywhere. Like I did not know. This is an awkward position to be standing in, but I don't feel like going back to my vanity. But anyways, actually, and one more thing. Okay, so my next video is going to be, you are not going to want to miss it, because when I tell you, whew, okay, Frankenstein, I got tickets to go to the immersive experience thing in LA, and it was the one time my doom scrolling actually paid off, and that will be the next video because the footage I got and just being in there. Okay, I will post that as soon as I can. Bye.